Okay, so pools. This is kind of a rough topic because there's not an easy way to go about it, and like even myself, I've had. I'm not even right. I haven't even done a 6-0 in international yet, so it's tough, right? So 5 hits is a little bit different of a beast to tackle, just because one mistake can be so costly. So you'll notice if you watch my interview with Bouts Verwielen from Netherlands, he said right back when he fenced pools, he had to fence really boring. And that just means you're not giving too much and you're sticking to a very straight and forward game plan, right? So it's nothing too flashy. So we're going to watch Borel, right? He still did quite well in pools. He won 5-1. And we're going to watch Borel and then we're going to watch a bit of Heinzer just to watch how they play things a little safe but not risk adverse, right? There's a difference between safe and no risk. And we're gonna check that out. And then if you're looking at ways to practice, I'll set you guys up with something a little bit at the end of the video. So let's go watch Borel real quick here. All right. So this is Borel versus Agayev. Also shout out to Wilfie, the Epee referee on Instagram, for getting the footage. Right, then let's see, right? So we have ourselves a lefty here, Borel, who's a big ass Borel. I don't even know how to say it. The wrecking Borel. He's a big chunk of man. But you'll see, right, a lot of the play early on is really just information gathering, and then you pick an action. So right away, the guy's looking for the blade. So Borel's probably looking at that. Hit the floors, right? So right away, we know our opponent's nervous. So he's probably thinking to punish on that 8. So right, this is an important cue. Okay, so this is an important cue. Right, after the 8, we got a 6. Right, a deep feint, but then we kind of got the 8-6 back to 8-6. So now we know. Right, and this is relatively safe action here. Right, he actually just kind of missed. So beautiful. So then, right, he kind of just misses his action by a little bit, but he was in the right. Boom, what does he do? He steps back. He lets the distance, still being safe. And then retakes the distance and hits him with the wrecking Borel. Right, so gets in. Opponent's a little flat-footed. Boom. Opponent stands up. We hit. So now that he's leading, the onus is on Agayev to really have to do something, and in the 5 hit, it can be absolute torture. So here, I don't think the action was wrong. I think, right, he went in and he just kind of missed. So here, in my opinion, there's a big difference between I missed my action and this was the wrong action. This is very clearly I missed my action. So here's something, right? So they get into a bit of a kerfuffle, right? They fight. It's very rare that someone can actually lock out. Most of the time, I feel like if you're in a bigger bout, like, you know, you got more leeway, you would fight. A lot of people would fight this. Borel just kind of fights but leaves. He doesn't keep fighting. That would have been like that. That's way too risky. Too high risk, not enough reward. So look at this, right? Boom. Miss my shot. Leave while threatening. Right, looking for a very direct action. That's now time's halfway done. Another floor hit. That's all right. Opponent caught sleeping. So this is obviously like Borel's not one to be called out on, but like see like simple actions. Nothing crazy. On the step forward, he hits us with his signature flush. So again, simple, straightforward. I think he wanted a single, but it is what it is. So this was a death sentence, so he retreats, opponent just too close, and with Borel's reach, boom. Right, so overall, right, very simple bout, and I'm just like, I'll tell you maybe little things that I would have analyzed for my own style, right? So I see the 8. For me, when I would see the 8, is he going to come back up? So I would have tried to do a similar feint than he did around here. Exactly. And then I would have tried to get the 8 to get the 6, and on the step forward, I would try to go in. So that would have been my safe action. So basically, yeah, if you're struggling with fencing pool bouts, it usually means that you don't have some very direct actions that you can trust. And that's okay. That's part of the fencing journey. Okay, so and then we'll look at a little bit at, right, a guy like Max Heinzer. He's known for his antics. And look how a bit more calm he fences in pool in general. Although, right, look at that. He's just got his point in line. And he lets his opponent run into him. And here, if I recall, yeah, this video doesn't really go anywhere. They don't do much. But you see how, like, he's not doing too many antics. It's usually just counterattack base. Like, relative to what he usually does, this is pretty relaxed. And they missed. And then bout's over, right? So, if you want to practice better pool bouts, your 5 points. So, right, a lot of times you go to practice, you can practice your bouts, you do best 2 out of 3 to 5 hits. Or every time, a lot of times at practice, people just say 15 and get on with it. If you're in that world, what you need to do is mentally fence to 5 first. Just, even if you're doing a 15 hit bout, fence to 5 first, and then you can make your plan there, right? So you get to 5. If you're losing, obviously, you're going to have to keep going after that. But then if you're winning, you're practicing on locking down that lead. Like, really find your action, whatever that may be. I don't know what, like, right? A lot of times it's you're looking for something, like, I would like to think it's you're looking for something to penetrate, but if they happen to attack you, you're ready for that. But, like, there can't be any brain farts in a pool bout because they're so costly, okay? So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.